Hey everybody, continuing on with a shout out for this book, Guide to Hard Times Tokens. If you find some of these, this is a great book. It's inexpensive. It's got some basic information on every single one of those Hard Times tokens and varieties of Hard Times tokens. I've got this marked over here on the Louisiana ones because I've been doing a little research on some of these. Man, some of these are expensive. Anyhow, I found a Walton and Company, J. Hall, Walker and Walton, really rare one here. You can see what they sold for. Anyhow, so I had bought that to get more information, and I've had fun IDing some finds for others. Anyhow, so there that is. What you're about to see is a compilation of several hunts. One of those hunts was a colonial hunt with my wife. One of those hunts was an interesting, weird hunt where I located a house site from a historical photograph, and then somebody had beat me to it, so I ended up doing Plan B in the area, which was to get on some old sugarcane rail lines and so forth, and find some work areas. I managed to find a couple of work areas, but they just weren't all that old. Then there's a pretty interesting hunt where I went scouting in a different area on a new permission, drove on a road, followed it all the way to the back swamp, old road, found a house site, but it was kind of junked up, and ended the day with just 2 finds, 2 keepers. And then the last one is the hunt today I just got back from, and goodness, I'm beat. Long day, and only found a couple of keepers today, but I lucked into a small area and found some really sweet seeded coins. So watch this. Hey folks, I just got a silver thimble right out of that clod. Wow, and it's intact. It's just bent. That's really awesome. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, I'm doing a voiceover here because the wind was just brutal. There's a lot of wind noise in some of these videos. Anyhow, it's the nickel guessing game, and it's really too crowded up to tell. I just got a Jefferson out of this site, so I'm like, maybe it's not old. It ended up being a buffalo, but I was hoping for something older. Keep digging. Hey everybody, nickel guessing game part 2 here. Let's see what we've got. I'm trying to shield you from the wind. I don't know if it's working, but let's see what we've got. Oh, we got a V. That last one was a buffalo, by the way. Can't tell the date on it here, but it looks like 1890. I don't know. It's all crudted up. I'll check it out when I get home. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody. Well, I'm having a little bit of a bum hunt here, but I did find a silver thimble early this morning. That site was, I think somebody had been there and dug it before. Not many good signals. Got a couple of nickels and that one silver thimble and one little silver piece. I'm trying to shield you all from the wind, but I went to a second site that I just ran across, and I pulled a buffalo nickel. It was really trashy. It dug a bunch of can and stuff, and I think the signs were mainly 1940s, and so I'm in a third site here. My God, it's beautiful out here. Trying to shield you all a little bit from the wind, but I pulled another buffalo nickel out of this site, so I haven't found anything good, really good, you know, but I think I'm going to finish the day here. It's getting dark-ish, but yeah, not a whole lot today, but I am really stoked about that silver thimble. I'll probably have it restored. I'm glad somebody missed that. Anyhow, I'll get back at it, and if I get anything good, I'll let you all know. Keep digging. Hey everybody, I'm back. I just wanted to say a couple more things about how I find some of my sites. You know, I was looking for an 1800s sugarcane rail line here, and I'm finding a lot of spikes. There's iron spikes kind of all over the ground here. I was looking for a place where they loaded along that line. The line's gone. There's no trace of it. and there were just been loading sites, and from knowing what I know enough to find those. Anyhow, so I think I found the spot, but nothing's really that old. The first site that I was on this morning, I actually found from a historical photograph. The photograph wasn't of that house, but the house was in the background of the photo, just barely visible. And so I kind of figured out, from sight lines where that photo was taken, and then got permission, and the owners were real nice, and ended up finding that house site, but it looked like somebody had been there before me. They probably just stumbled on it. I sincerely doubt that they found it the same way I did. Anyhow, all right, so back at it here. Keep digging. Hey everybody, some pretty brutal wind noise here. So I'm doing you can see the grass whipping around there, little stubble grass and so forth. But I'm pretty excited at this point because I just, we're out at a colonial site that I hunted last, I guess, around 2014. And I just flopped out this. It's a colonial shoe buckle piece, just a fragment of one. But the reason why I'm so excited is that it is a piece of one that I found more of back in 2014. It was completely, I recognize it because there's little nubs there. I knew I'd dug it before. So it's really nice, if you don't have to deal with poachers, to be able to find more of your finds over time and have a longer relationship with each site. That's an exclusive relationship. Anyhow, I'm pretty stoked about that. I found the rest of that buckle the day that I dug my first barber quarter, actually, which took longer than it should have, like 25 years. I just couldn't get over one. Anyhow, so I'm pretty stoked with this find, and it's going in the display case. Keep digging. I just got a piece of a silver shoe buckle, and I actually think I found a piece of this before in this field. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, more bad wind noise, but I just dug a brass thimble here. That's about all you find in colonial spots is shoe buckles, musket balls, lead, little brass pieces, and of course buttons, but of course we're all hoping for a coin. All right, so there's that brass thimble. Keep digging. Hey everybody, sorry for the wind. I think this is going to be another tomback button here. It rang really low. I'd be surprised if it was brass. It is tomback. Yep. Ooh, it's got a beautiful design on it. Sweet. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, sorry for the awful wind, but here's a trade bead in situ. Russian blue trade bead. This site was occupied no later than 1820 or 1810 because we've never found a seated coin here. Only Spanish silvers and no 1830s or 40s buttons. Only the thin buttons that are British made. So FYI, that's what that means about the age of these trade beads. All right, great find. Keep digging. Here is another gunflint. 2 gunflints today. Wow. Oh man, beautiful one. Another English gunflint. Great find. Awesome. There's the back of it. Wow. Gorgeous. Almost perfect. A little bit of plow damage there. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, trying to shield you from the wind. Got a second nice tomback button with a design. Real pleased about that. Another sunburst, little tiny thing, cuff size. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, probably another tomback here, but maybe it's brass, we'll see. Hard to tell. Yeah, I think it's thin brass. It'll be interesting to see what's on that. I'll clean that up when I get home, but it's a big brass flat button. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, it's not too often that happens. Right in the bottom of the plug. It's a thinly constructed British button. At the most, it's going to be a regiment of artillerists, but I doubt if it's going to be that. No, it's just going to be a partially silver gilded button. Alright, cool deal. There's where it was. Keep digging. Hey everybody, this is Digger Girl's find. We're getting ready to hit the road, but she got herself an awesome trade bead too. So we have 2 trade beads, 2 gun flints, handful of buttons, and a bunch of other stuff. Congratulations. Well done. All right, let's get digging. Let's get out of here before the rain comes. Hey everybody, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I followed an old road here towards the back swamp. You can see it in the tree line there. It just keeps going and going. It runs right into the back swamp. And so I'm out in the middle of nowhere here, and I saw a couple of bricks, and I decided I would swing. It's a big parcel of land I've got permission for. Well, I just dug the back of a 2-piece button. I think that's the shank right there. So I'll have to see what the back mark is, but the front's gone. So I'm gonna swing around here a little bit. That's a really good sign. All right, get digging. Hey everybody, well, I just dug this in this new site. It's a good sign. Oil lantern wick turner, kerosene lantern more properly. And I just eyeballed clay marble right on top. So still exploring this, hoping for a good find. Nice little silver or a military button or something. All right, keep digging. Hey folks, I just flopped out a complete brass stirrup. Wow, that's old. That's awesome. Totally complete. Man, that was a screamer. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that house site over there is unfortunately in the woods, and somebody has dumped a bunch of trash, refrigerators, all kinds of garbage in there. I don't want to get tick covered today, but that's where it is. I'm out here in the barn site now, just out back, but my goodness, wow. I'm super excited about this. I've only dug ever one other, let me film left-handed so I can get this mud out of this stirrup. I've only ever found one other solid brass stirrup that was complete. Wow, I'm just stoked. I love it. I love it. Man, that's old. That's nice. It's been plow smacked, slightly uneven, but my God, I love it. Phenomenal. Yeah, that's basically the only thing decent I've found today. But wow, what a long day. I've got one flat button, some pipe stems, and this stirrup. All right, keep digging. Well, folks, this is crazy. I just flopped out a half diamond and landed exactly like this. Oh my God, it's an inch deep. This is a little strip of area that I haven't hunted around a site that I had gridded off previously. And I guess I need to hunt this strip. Oh, wow. It's all cutted up. All right, so I'm going to rinse that off. I'll get right back with you. Woohoo! Keep digging. Hey everybody, I just dug this not too far away on up here, and I think I just walked up on maybe the rest of it. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, a different one. Wow, these are weird keys. They don't have any carve outs here in the part that turns the lock. It's really weird. I felt sure that that one was going to be a match for the other one, and it was, but it was just a completely different key. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, so I'm doing another voiceover here. The wind is whipping my shirt around. It was blowing my gloves away from me. Yeah, just crazy amounts of wind noise, and I couldn't really do anything about it in order to get the video footage that I wanted. So I'm tucking my gloves under my detector to keep them from blowing away right now. Anyhow, so at this spot, I couldn't believe it. I got a high tone, 70-71. It was less than an inch deep in this nice flat field, and lo and behold, out flops a silver dime, and I can tell already that's hold. So I'm already thinking it's going to be seeded, and an old seeded at that, because the later date seededs are almost never hold. All right, so let's see what it is. Phenomenal find. Keep digging. Hey everybody, this coin is an 1841 seeded dime, and it is freshly holed and gorgeous. All right, keep digging. Woohoo! Oh my God. Look at this. I looked at it and I put it right back. That's another seeded. Look at the reeded edge. Oh my God. Crazy. I've got one flat button and this and that dime. Oh my God, there it is. Just plain as day. Oh God, crazy. All right, let me clean this up and I'll get right back to you. It looks like 1857. Hey everybody, this half dime, it's New Orleans Mint, 1857. Basically the more worn brother, sister, or whatever of one I found last time. All right, awesome, keep digging. Hey everybody, quick video wrap up of this hunt today. I got started out in a spot that I got a bunch of, well, cack, as probably my British friends would say. And I got these keys, and that was probably the best find pretty much there. D-buckle, some marbles, some underwear buttons are similar, made of aluminum. That is going to go in the trash. That's a Cracker Jack token, but it's Warren G. Harding. It's absolutely toasted. This kind of interesting piece that I'll put in the display. Just wondering what it was. 3 wheat cents. A religious medallion. This one happens to be St. Anne with a guardian angel on the back. Pretty common find, made of aluminum. And then I went to a spot where I thought I would find some great stuff. Ended up only finding 2 play coins, a play nickel and a play $50, made out of aluminum. Crappy, but then I went over in the field across from that and started digging and found this flat button, which has some little design there, probably 1830s, 40s. And then dug this seeded dime, 1841, with a fresh hole in it. Beautiful dime, 1841-0. And then on the way out, this half dime, which is an 1857-0. All right, so there's the quick wrap up. Now I'll get to the wrap up of the previous hunts. Watch this. Hey everybody, I'm going to share with you the finds board here. I've got some hunts here. Starting with this hunt where I started out at this spot that somebody I think had beaten me to. It was a house that I found from a historical photograph. I was pretty excited when I got in there because I saw this giant funky open panel on this bottle. Maybe an eye water bottle or similar, but I got really excited because that was such a great sign of age. And then there was just some wheat pennies. Whoever was there first and beat me to it left me a couple finds, some Buffalo nickel and a V nickel. V nickel's 1898, I believe. It's pretty credit up on the back. Got an oil lantern thumb wheel, suspender clip piece, some Gio suspender clips, And I got a decent amount of silver. I got one aluminum religious medallion here. It's kind of interesting because the loop broke and then it was holed again, which I think is great. Tells a really cool story, but that's made out of aluminum. Best way to clean aluminum fines, including tax tokens, is to take a little dot of dish soap, liquid dish soap, and a tiny brass bristle brush. Then I found a silver religious medallion that I didn't get on film. It was almost lunch. I found it almost all the way back at the vehicle. But this one likewise had had a loop, then it had been holed, and then I guess the hole broke at top and it was holed a second time. So I think that's kind of neat. And then I got this, of course, the beautiful thimble. That's it's a number 9 thimble. So it's a great find. I think I'm gonna send that to have that restored. Wouldn't take much to straighten that out and make it beautiful. So I think my master jeweler will do that. Then I got a piece of scrap silver here. You know, stuff like this can look like aluminum can if you aren't perceptive, but that's definitely a piece of scrap silver. Oil lantern, a parasol runner, some sort of lead fishing weight, some D-buckles, a spur piece, and one colonial clay pipe stem or pipe bowl piece. Then I went out and did a colonial hunt at a spot that we had been to before. I found this big, massive thing which has 2 rivets there like it was peened on. You can almost see like a washer there. This is just red because the patina is flaked off. I don't know what that is, but it's obviously been cut down so it meets flush with with a belt or strap. I thought it was maybe a pattern 1808 belt plate that had been cut down, but I'm not quite certain. I don't know what that is. Very old find though. Some pipe stems. The house there burned. We have found a giant lump of melted silver at that place, and some other melted silver bits. There's always melted copper in there. I just save it because it tells a story about how the place perished in a fire. And I got some buttons here and fragments of buttons, one giant tomback. And then I got this buckle, which is actually a piece of a buckle that I had dug, I believe 2014. So I get to put that piece by piece back together. I've got now about 3/5 of this big shoe buckle. Then my wife's finds from that same field. She got a little piece of a colonial Jew's harp and a tiny trade bead, Russian blue faceted glass, some musket balls, a big handle from a clay cooking pot or from a iron cooking pot, flat button. These 3-hole buttons are very early, 1830s-ish. Okay, and then I did some more colonial hunting. Got a net weight, some musket balls, some flat buttons. This is brass tacks. I just decided to put one in the display case for once. This is a roached out pewter button of some sort, domed button. I've got a silver gilded flat button, 1790s with the shank. 2 gun flints. I was really happy to see both of these. They're this almost looked like a gun spall, but I don't think it's quite early enough. I think it's just a very crude flint, or maybe very well used. This one is hardly used at all, which I'm super pleased to see. It retains most of its original shape there. It's a beautiful flint, perfectly flat on the back side. Anyhow, thimble, typical finds for a colonial site. Heavy hand-forged brass or bronze nail. I got 2 flat buttons that are tomback. They both have a sunburst pattern on them. I don't know if you can see that or not on the video, but pretty nice sunburst pattern. Then I also got a Russian blue trade bead. This is a weird piece. I almost think this is maybe a memento mori of some sort. Almost looks like some daggers there, and then a skull at the top. It's definitely a face at the top. I don't know what in the world that's off of. Looks like it had an iron attachment or it went on something. But it looks like a memento mori piece. The skull and the daggers there. So maybe more of that will turn up. Then I got a piece of this silver shoe buckle or similar. I had piece of this before, so I guess it was buckle completion day. So I think I found the other piece of this back in 2015 or so. Then I got into a giant stack of clay pipe stems and bowl pieces. They're pretty common finds, but and then of course the site that I hit most recently, you get these. It's nice to get a complete pocket knife side. Normally you just see these. This thin part breaks off over time because it gets weathered and eaten up by the rot. You normally just see the ends here. It's nice to get the whole piece. I don't know what this is. Maybe a piece of a brass horse bit. And then of course my beautiful 1857 O half dime. Just stoked to find that coin. It was literally the second hole I dug, and I didn't find anything else. And it was a weird hunt because I'd hoped high hopes for this spot, which I hit before, and I thought, oh, there's a button back. It's mid-1800s. Well, it was a crunched up great seal. If I'd known that, I probably wouldn't have given it as much time. Oil lantern piece, top of a powdered tin. The find from that site was this early brass stirrup, complete brass stirrup. So the whole day, it was a 12-hour day. It was like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. digging. And I got two keepers, two decent keepers. One was that brass stirrup, and one was the half dime. So there's the finds board. Y'all have a good one. Catch you later.